Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Missouri's offense will get the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, 1 on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the middle, it's James. Flying out to the left. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Clinton. Makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now up.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not ranked, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. Palmer, I think now at this point, they're probably going to climb into the rankings, and who knows what they can do.
I agree that both of these teams came in here with a lot of confidence, and they knew that they were going to have to play right down to the wire to pull out this W. And now, for them to win this game in this kind of environment, open up some eyes around the country, it's huge to continue to build that confidence.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Barry. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Knowles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And he bats it away and falls incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'll be forcing it a little bit.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Knowles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Wants to throw. It's Clinton. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he...
Gashing the knee on the right. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Tigers are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Catch in the middle. It's Booker. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap kick. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
On the direct snap, it's Davis. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking for a man. It's Clinton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Complete downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Tigers in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about that.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense partner has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Berry. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. 2nd play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab over the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Got a man, it's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking for room. It's Roberts. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage. A rather anticlimactic end to the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terry. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Clinton. Catch in the middle. It's James. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
They'll ride Davis here. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Motion from the wide receiver. Fights off a defender. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught over the middle, it's Parkinson. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. From the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the defense.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. It's picked off. That's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense. Football. On the move, it's Roberts. Breaks the tackle. Got the first down and more. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the pass.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Gibson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Clinton. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. He's going to keep it. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Davis. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Davis. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Davis. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Pass to 50. He's inside the 40. Pass to 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to spread the field position with the return. With the run on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Clinton. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation.
There he goes. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Second down, he'll throw it. And they... quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Noles will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Knowles can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They get to him as he throws.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Firing to the right, complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks